In this video, the person who runs this channel is saying that her video was reported, and she's talking about Bricks and Minifigs.
I thought I would come on here and show how Bricks Minifigs Corporate responded to a video I uploaded about a month ago. As you have probably guessed by now, things did not go smoothly. During the 2 days that the video was live, I received about half a dozen privacy complaints. Shortly after, YouTube took down the video.
Before we get into this, let me be clear. Echo Base Network is not neutral when it comes to Reckless Ben and this Bricks and Minifigs controversy. We support creators asking questions, we support Reckless Ben, and I believe Bricks and Minifigs' response has made this entire thing worse. Now creators are claiming that videos about this controversy are being hit with privacy complaints connected to Bricks and Minifigs. So the question is simple: are these legitimate privacy concerns, or is this just another way to pressure people into staying quiet? So here's what's happening. A new conversation is starting around creators who are covering the Reckless Ben and Bricks and Minifigs saga. Some creators are now asking whether Bricks and Minifigs-related videos are being reported on YouTube through privacy complaints. And I want to be very careful with my wording here. I am not saying that BAM Corporate is mass producing or mass flagging YouTube videos. I'm not saying I know who filed any complaint. But the claim is now being discussed publicly, and if creators are getting hit over coverage of this controversy, that matters. So here's the key distinction. A privacy complaint could come from BAM Corporate, it could come from a franchisee, it could come from an individual person shown in a video. It could be as simple as someone who just wants their face blurred. But because everything else happening in this case, the lawsuit, the TRO, Part 3 being blocked, and all the creators covering this controversy day after day, people are going to ask if this is another attempt to control the narrative. There's also another video from MGS Bricks titled Bricks and Minifigs Corporate Responded to the Video, and the search preview references a privacy complaint and the possibility of a face being blurred or removed. Again, before I go any further, I would want to see the actual complaint itself. I would want to know who filed it, what video was hit, what YouTube specifically flagged, and whether the complaint was about a private person's face, name, location, or something else. Because privacy complaints can be legitimate. If a regular employee is shown or a private person is being identified or someone's personal information is exposed, that is a real concern. But if privacy complaints are being used against criticism, against commentary, or newsworthy coverage, that becomes part of the story. YouTube does have a privacy complaint process. According to YouTube's own policy, they look at whether someone is uniquely identifiable. That can include things like voice, full name, contact information, or other identifying details. But YouTube also says that it considers public interest and newsworthiness. That's interesting. So I want to be fair here, a privacy complaint is not automatically abuse. If a private employee or a regular person is being dragged into a public controversy, then I understand why they may not want their face blasted all over the internet. But here is the bigger question. Is this about protecting private people, or is this another tool to make creators back off? This matters because the Reckless Ben case has already become a free speech issue. Ben has talked about Part 3 being blocked because of the legal situation. Other creators are covering the story. Legal creators are covering it. CoffeeZilla covered it. Legal Eagle covered CoffeeZilla's investigation. And LegalTube is effectively blowing up right now on the Reckless Ben situation.
The reason I'm doing this is to catch them in any lies, and also just, I don't want to take their word for it. I want to go in and see myself what's going on here.
And now if creators are saying videos about Bricks and Minifigs are getting privacy complaints, people are naturally going to connect those dots. And this is a major reason that I am on Ben's side of everything with this issue. Like you, I believe that Ben's investigation brought attention to something that needed attention. And I believe that BAM, or Bricks and Minifigs, their response has created more questions, not fewer. But being pro-Ben does not mean I'm going to claim things I can't prove. So right now, the responsible position is this. Creators are saying videos are being hit with privacy complaints. We need to know who filed them and why, and if this is being used to suppress coverage, that is a serious problem. Here's the line for me. If a video exposes a private employee, shows private information, or puts a regular person at risk of harassment, then a privacy complaint may be fair. But if privacy complaints are being used to silence criticism of Bricks and Minifigs, criticism of BAM's corporate response, or coverage of the reckless bin case, then that is not just a YouTube issue. That becomes part of the controversy. And honestly, the best way to clear that up is transparency. If there are actual privacy violations, show what the issue is and blur what needs to be blurred. But if the goal is to make creators stop talking, that is going to backfire because this audience is already watching every move. And if the court of public opinion decides that Bricks and Minifigs Corporate are trying to silence YouTube creators, then that's just going to hurt their business even more. So I want to hear from you. Are these privacy complaints legitimate in your mind? Or is this becoming another way to just shut down coverage? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. We are Echo Base Network. For Nick, I'm the coach. See you on the next one.